What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Bourbon and Boxing, episode 105. Man, we got a mega weekend that we want to go over with you guys this morning. It's going to start probably around 2 o'clock, I would say, here in the U.S. And we got all-day fights starting over in the U.K. And then 2 big fights over here in the States and Las Vegas and Texas. 2 really big cards there. We're going to go over the American card first, is what I feel like, because they're a little bit more it's better cards overall, even though you got a heavyweight championship fight in the UK, which is a huge unification fight, but the undercards are not so great. So we're going to save that one for last, guys, and we're going to go over this week's in Las Vegas. I want to start with Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios first. This card is stacked from top to bottom, but we did get some news that Angel Fierro is out against Isaac Cruz, Pitbull Cruz. That was going to be a rematch from February. With those 2 guys banged it out pretty well, but something happened with Fierro where he fainted, couldn't make the weight, was hospitalized, so he was taken off the card. Now, I did hear that, if I'm correct, that they did find a replacement for Fierro. So if they did, then, Cruz should still be, actually they got it on here, Omar Salicido. He's going to be the replacement for Fierro, 1-day replacement. That could be dangerous. But, yeah, I mean, overall, this card from top to bottom, I mean, you've got, of course, Barrios and Pacquiao as the main event. You got Sebastian Fundora versus Tim Tszyu. That rematch there alone, after what we saw in the first one, is probably going to be one of the most anticipated fights. What do you think about that fight, Sebastian Fundora versus Tim Tszyu, Spade?
I feel like he should. I got Sebastian. I feel like Sebastian should be able to beat him. I feel like Tim Tszyu don't reach what he can reach this high stake. Like at first, I was thinking like, yeah, he decent, but they build fighters in our eyes sometimes where they make them look good and they can trick us. Like, you know what I'm saying? But if you know boxing or just keep watching, you be like, oh, I don't know, bro. He kind of ain't got no defense and this and that once he fights somebody that's an A-class fighter. But I feel like Fedor should beat him, though, man. If he uses range and, and the shit he done been through, that'll just give me more motivation. Like, man, I can stop this motherfucker for real, man. He ain't shit. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know what they want Tim Tszyu. They want him to be a champion or something. Like, what the backstory on him? Like,
I'm not. Well,
they,
they like you said, they pumped him up for years, and I was a fan of him. I'm still a fan of Tszyu. He took a bad loss, not just the Fedora fight. If his corner would have been smart, they would have stopped that fight after the 4th round and going into the 5th or 6th round and stopped that fight. And Tim would have gotten the decision on that, and he wouldn't have that loss on his record. And but that who was it? Pakistan that he lost to badly. That just, God, I mean, he took a beating versus that guy. I'm with you 100% on Fundora, favoring Fundora. I just feel like he's a different fighter than the first fight. I felt like he learned a lot from that very first fight, and we're seeing the coming of Fundora coming into himself. Really, he's boxing better, smarter, knowing how to use his length to his advantage now. I don't know how that fares for Tszyu, who is a come-in fighter, so he can obviously catch him. And like you said, the defense, we saw that with the loss that he took after Fundora. He was just getting clobbered with wide open, just bad defense, just getting clobbered, coming forward, hands down. So I'm not sure what they're trying to maybe. I think this is more Fundora because, in all honesty, I think a lot of the boxing world wanted Tszyu versus Thurman than the winner of that fight, Fundora. And Fundora is like, look, I owe this guy a rematch, and this fight is more on the hands of Fundora than anybody. I don't think boxing itself, I think they're where you're at with Tim Tszyu. Yeah, he's not what we maybe thought he was. But this is a good opportunity for a guy like Tszyu to maybe prove us all wrong also. I mean, we've written guys off with 2 losses before, and then they've had Hall of Fame careers. You know what
Yeah,
I
I
mean?
ain't writing him off. I just don't think he. I don't think he that. Like I really don't. I think they sometimes like they be picking motherfuckers for this shit. Like, all these sports, bruh, is handpicked for real.
Mhm.
Like, and I feel like he just one of them fighters that's like just handpicked, like Cambosa type shit. Like, ain't no
Well,
way
yeah,
Cambosa
because
should have been in no title fight
no,
after. You know what I'm
no,
saying? You get what I'm saying?
and there's many
It
big
ain't
fights that
that
he's actually
it
gotten.
ain't that I'm writing him off. It's like you got to build your shit back up. Just because you just beat a motherfucker that probably was a
Yeah,
C class
Joey Spencer.
fighter
Like,
last fight, don't mean you back at this fight. Nah, you got to
yeah,
make steps to this shit. Because
yeah,
Fedor
yeah.
for real should be making steps because he haven't been beaten. So it ain't no way he should be coming back to fight you, even though you had a cut or
Now
whatever
let
the
me
case they
look.
say they
Let me
may
see
be.
if there's even a belt on the line though, because I know uh Pandora, if I'm correct, he had to. If I'm at one point, I thought he had to give the belt up because he wanted
Even
to.
if he gave the belts up, he should be in a way bigger fight than this. I feel like
Yeah, yeah,
it
absolutely.
might be a big fight for the
He should be in like
fans,
a title
but
fight
I
with
feel
another
like
champ.
it's something for Tenzu. Like it's a favor for Tenzu for real. But
Yeah,
Fedor took the fight, so it's like, all right, y'all saying that because he got this cut, I'ma prove y'all he can't beat me. I can understand his point, his side of both of their side of view is he took the cut, I got this cut, he couldn't beat me for real. That's what the people were saying. And Fedor probably thinking like I'm gonna show y'all I can beat him without whatever was going on. Like so I could see
yeah,
Fedor like why he took the fight, but I feel like he should have been moving up somewhere. Like you just had belts and shit. Like what the fuck? I don't know,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
This
Like
shit
he's
crazy.
not like you would think after a big win against a guy like Tszyu like that, getting the belt. Now I know he. You remember they put him out for a while, for up to 6 months because of his broken nose, and even he said it on the Dan Rayfield podcast that his nose wasn't that bad. It healed in a couple of weeks, so he didn't really know why they had him off as long as they did. Uh, let's see here. Does he have
What?
one?
Who said that? Fedora?
Yeah, Pandora said he should have been able to come back way sooner than what they had him
But
because
I think if they had injuries, like they gotta wait like a 6 month period.
yeah, and that's what they had him on, like a 6 month hiatus
Yeah,
just because of his nose. And he said
yeah.
it wasn't like it was. I guess it was broke, but
Fractured
it
or
wasn't
something.
like it wasn't that bad because
Yeah.
a couple of weeks he was good. Maybe even after a couple months, he definitely would have been ready to go. Yeah, because his last fight with Cordell Booker made no sense to me either.
Yeah,
Uh,
that fight,
there are
yeah.
way too many fucking
Yeah.
people out there. Excuse my
Yeah.
language. Too many people out there for him to be fighting Cordell Booker. I mean, we mentioned a guy who actually lost, Charles Conway.
Conway.
I thought
Yeah.
maybe he should have had an opportunity to fight him at one point. Now he didn't look so great in his last fight, but hey, happens sometimes. But I agree, Fedor definitely hasn't gone forward too much time off. But I mean, I feel like he learned a lot. The only thing I do see is that I feel like he's learned a lot. He's staying in the gym, so I don't know. That fight, what's your prediction? You're taking Sebastian Fedor, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go. Man, I just I think Fedor is going to fight him completely different. He's going to use that length and then try to catch him coming in because that's what Tim's going to do. Because Tim's going to try to do what he did the last fight, I believe, and that's get underneath of the big guy. This is a tough one, man. I don't know if I can really make a prediction. I'm going to skip that one on a prediction, my guy. That one's too close for me to really say. Yeah, I'm gonna leave you guys hanging, man.
Oh.
It's hard, man, because I really okay. I'll go with Tim Tszyu. I think he has an
Yeah, go
opportunity
with
to
that's
just
who
get
you
that.
wanted.
Yeah, I'm fighting with it because I see the difference in Sebastian from the last fight,
Yeah,
but I also see an opportunity for Tim Tszyu to get his get back and
yeah.
maybe get himself back. This is a big, big fight for him. This is a huge
Big
fight.
fight for both. For
It
real.
is for both, but if you think about what Tszyu has on the line, almost more of his career is on the line than Fedor's is. If he takes a bad loss versus Fedora, then we absolutely are writing him off. I mean, then he becomes a gateway. a gatekeeper.
Yeah.
He's going to get fights, but he's not
That
going
shit
to be a
sucked
champion.
too, though. That's
Yeah,
crazy in boxing. Like, what?
exactly. I mean, it happens like that. I mean, the guy was on top of the world before that Fedor fight. He was one of the toughest out there. But man, you got to watch Tim Tszyu. I love him going into that fight, and if he doesn't get to cut, I think he would have won that fight, in my opinion. But hey, what ifs and don't exist in sports. On the also Isaac the Pitbull Cruz, like I said, he does have a replacement after Angel Fierro wasn't able to make weight and was hospitalized. Uh, I don't know anything about his opponent, so I can't really tell you much about that fight, guys. Of course, I know Pitbull Cruz, but I do not know his opponent, so I don't really know what to expect on a you know, coming in, how we should expect that fight uh, to go down. I guess you're going to expect that Cruz is going to win that one, but we never know with the guy that he's fighting. You also got Brandon Figueroa versus Gonzalez on that card, which is a really good one, and a fight that I think my guy's really going to like. Gary Russell Jr. finally back in the
Man, how
ring.
the fuck?
And
I
yeah,
didn't even know he was fighting until I just seen it a couple days ago. Like, bruh, I didn't know he was even fighting, bro.
yeah, he's going up against Hugo Castadina. What are you expecting to see from Russell, man? Honestly, he's been out for what, 3 years now, and I
Ooh,
know he
oh,
had reasons out. I mean, when you talk about a guy that it's hard to forget his speed.
man,
Like
that mo-
he's probably one of the fastest guys I've ever seen in my life. But 3 years out of the ring, what are we expecting, my guy?
man, to be honest, oh no, bro. I seen him and I was like, he kind of looked like he was kind of like slow, like I don't know, like when he was shadow boxing. But
Mm-hmm.
and he looked, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. 3 years is a long time, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
3 years is a long time out of the ring. But I mean, Russell, it's hard to really go against him. I don't know anything about. I don't know much about his opponent. Uh, but I'm sure he's going to come in and maybe he's not going to take the toughest guy out there. So this might get some of that ring rust off.
oh, so who is this opponent he's fighting? Oh,
Hugo Hugo Castaneda.
yeah.
Don't know much. Of course, you go in there with a Mexican, it's always going to be a tough fight. Or a Spanish fighter. I can't just say he's Mexican, just Spanish guy, Latino fighter. Those are always tough opponents, especially coming back into the ring after being out for 3 years because they usually go to work pretty quick. And being out for 3 years, I expect Russell's probably going to start out a little bit slow the first couple rounds. But who knows, man? He might have been in the ring all 3 years. I know he's been taking
I
care
know
of
he's
his
staying in the
family.
jail. He be working out and shit,
Yeah,
but
yeah, with
that
his
that
brothers and shit like
yeah.
that. Been taking care of his family, so I can't hold it against him for being out for 3 years. He had shit he had to take care of. I get it. He's at what, 36, 36, 37,
They
something like
fighting
that.
at 135. I mean 135, I think.
Yeah, but he's his age is what, 36, 37.
Oh, you said his age. I don't know. Probably somewhere up there.
Yeah. So
Uh,
he's not in his 40s. He's not Pacquiao 47 trying to come
nah,
back.
hell nah. He ain't in his
So
40s. Nah,
I
nah,
mean,
nah.
we'll see if he can, maybe if he's at 135 and let's say he
He
comes
came
out and
in in
puts on
shape
a
though.
dominant. What if let's say he comes in and he dominates this fight? Do you automatically put him in there? Like, okay, who wants this guy at 135? Like
Uh,
Shakur, Tank. I mean, these top guys. Like, who wants him at 135 if he's back to his normal self?
shit, I don't know. I mean, he was saying something. He was saying something with Lamont Roach, like him and Lamont Roach could do something.
Okay.
Uh, shit, I don't know. He'd be in the mix though, I guess. I'm saying, but he came
Yeah.
in shape. He was 131.8 on the scale,
Holy
fighting
shit.
at
He's ready.
135.
Okay. So he's ready. He's
His
ready.
his opponent was 135.8, like 8 tenths, I guess, over. So
Damn.
yeah, he was 131. I say, ooh, he came in shape, but we gonna see though. We gonna see.
Yeah. But yeah, overall, that's a nice card. Then you got Mario Barrios versus Manny Pacquiao. That's going to be your main event on that card. That is going to be in Las Vegas at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. That starts about 8 o'clock tonight. You might get some prelim fights on that early, but you also got the other fight in Texas starts around 7 o'clock. So there's going to be a little mix up there. So if you got two TVs, you might want to get them ready. You're going to need them for tonight. But Mario Barrios versus Manny Pacquiao. What are you expecting to see from Pacquiao coming back? 47 years old.
Get the fuck out the game. Get out
Yeah,
the way, cause you
yeah,
making shit. You in the way. You was in the fucking way for real.
yeah.
Like you in the way, bro. But I don't know, bro. I really don't know. I really don't give a fuck, cause I feel like he just threw a curveball and every fucking thing. Like
Well,
I
if you're
swear, I
Barrios,
just
I feel like he picked Barrios because he feels like Barrios is the easiest chance for him to get a title. Number one, the whole getting a title opportunity immediately after being out and retired
yeah,
from the
it's
sport,
crazy.
you were put into the Hall of Fame and everything.
He
Boxing,
was.
yeah, he was inducted into the Boxing Hall of Fame and all this. And now he's coming back out and uh, you know, automatically getting a title fight. I mean, what that says so much about boxing that you got so many of these young. If you're one of these young guys been working your ass off at 147 and been hungry for a title fight, and you watch a guy who's not been active, been retired, come in and automatically get that title fight, I'm like, fuck this sport. Like that's the type of shit that it's like busting your ass at a job, and then they
Yeah,
hire somebody else to come in, and they make them a manager immediately, but you've been working your ass off for it, and then they just jump over you. That's
right.
exactly what that's like. It doesn't
Yeah,
really make
I
sense.
don't like that shit. Like, and then
No,
not that. Like, I'm for real wondering. Like, damn, is that why Boots went up? Like, man, I ain't about to stay for this shit, and I ain't. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I mean, you could have fought Brian Norman. That ain't no excuse, because you definitely could have fought Brian Norman. But
yeah,
it's like, damn, like, bro, you coming in this shit throwing everything off, like.
yeah,
I don't get it. Like, why come back? And how you getting a title shot and you been out? And then you said he got abducted in the Hall of Fame, which I guess that ain't
yeah, yeah.
stopping nothing.
No, no. So I don't know, man. That's where you kind of need a commissioner that should be able to step in, and a true, one commission that should be able to step in and say, look, if you want to come back and test it against some, young guy or whatever, and get your feet
Yeah,
wet, cool. We'll see what happens. But automatically getting a title fight just because you're Manny Pacquiao, to me, is just it's ludicrous. I don't really know what to think about that fight. If it's the Pacquiao that I saw against Ugas, slow-footed, slow, then Barrios is just going to have his way with him.
yeah,
But the fight that I saw with Barrios, his last fight, he kind of he got he got hit, stuck, knocked down actually. And after that knockdown, he talked about on Dan Rayfield that he had a concussion, so he was in a haze for the rest of that fight, and just
yeah.
basically just trying to survive from the seventh round on because he was just hazy from being concussed from the punch. So I don't know what to expect from Barrios. He's been out of the ring for a while. He's only fought once, and I want to say one. He hasn't defended the belt at all.
Let's get
I
these
guess
belts
it's
out these guys' hands that don't want to fight though, bro. Like
I
the other
mean,
champs,
yeah,
that
you
shit weak.
gotta, yeah, you gotta. I
That
think
shit
you
is
gotta be.
weak.
In my opinion, you should be fighting 3 times a year. Uh, I mean, if you're a champion, you should definitely be fighting 3 times a year, uh, and that should be your
If you're a champion, bro, you should be trying to get these other belts or at least giving a motherfucker a
unifying.
chance. Like
Yeah,
not Pacquiao. I mean, I know boxing is a business too, but at the same time, it's like Pacquiao, like, bro, you down there in a way for real. Honestly, you really is in
oh,
a
he
way
is in the way. There's no
of
reason.
these young guys getting it on for real. Now we got to
Yeah,
sit around, wait for what you gonna do, who you gonna
yeah,
pick, or who you gonna fight next. Cause you might do some cherry picking shit. You know what I'm saying? And not
yeah,
give a motherfucker a chance. Like, or this and that. Like, come on, man, we ain't got time for that. You holding shit up, bro. You making shit slow in boxing.
yeah,
That be the shit that's making boxing slow. Like, the certain fights make boxing slow, whereas be slow. Like, damn, bro. Like, why the fuck? Like, he should be fighting him. Like, why the fuck is he fighting him? That shit make
yeah.
it slow in boxing. Like, I don't like those slow moments. Like, I'm not even gonna watch that fight. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm
No,
not.
No.
I catch the highlights or some shit, but I'm not really in tune with that fight. Now Mario Barrios was fighting Norman or somebody I would have watched it because it would have been like okay, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, chance
I
to
ain't
get up in
even
the division.
yeah, like you know what I mean. But this really don't excite me like oh Pacquiao coming back. Let me see what he no. And I ain't being biased, but I was never a Pacquiao fan anyway. Like I really wasn't like so.
Yeah.
I mean, like
Uh,
I can keep it real though. I felt like he beat Timothy Bradley for sure. That first fight, he beat Timothy Bradley for sure. They cheated Pacquiao on that fight when Timothy Bradley fought Pacquiao. They
yeah.
cheated Pacquiao, but other than that, I ain't no Pacquiao fan, bro. Old
I
cuz
mean,
my guy.
I like watching him in his career. Certain fights, I've never been a huge like, oh, Pacquiao's the best, or I was never caring if him and Floyd fought right away. I wanted to see it early in their careers, but uh, you know, it is what it is. Like I said, this fight really shouldn't be happening. He shouldn't be able to come back and do this, but it is what it is. It's going to happen. Hopefully, Barrio wins because if Pacquiao wins, then happens, then it continues. So,
Yeah.
but moving over to the next event going on in Texas, this event happens at 7 o'clock p.m. The WBC, WBO, and Lino Junior Bantamweight Championship is on the line with Jesse the Bam Rodriguez going up against Cafu at Ford Center at the Star in Frisco, Texas. Brought to you by the Zone, guys. Now, that's got a pretty good little undercard on it. Diego Pachinko versus Trevor McCumbee is the co-main event on that. Remember, Trevor McCumbee was the guy who fought uh, uh, Caleb Plant. Sorry, went a little brain dead there. Uh, did a little bit of work against Caleb. Did knock Caleb down, had him stunned, but then Caleb mixed it up and started doing an inside fight with him. How he's going to do against Diego Pachinko, we will see. Diego's a big time puncher. Trevor hits pretty hard, so I'd like to see how these two are going to fight each other. If Pachinko takes a little bit of the Plant style and doesn't allow McCumbee to wind up on those punches that he really kind of lives and dies by, those wind up punches McCumbee does. So we'll see how Diego Pachinko fights him. I expect Pachinko to win that fight. What are you expecting out of Diego Pachinko versus Trevor McCumbee as the co-main event on the Rodriguez card? With me, big dog? Okay, he's right now at the moment, my guy.
Oh, I had it on mute. My bad. Who did?
Yeah. I was like, what? I saw it on mute. I
I
thought you.
thought I was talking the whole time and shit. Who did Pacheco fight? I remember the name. I'm just trying to visualize.
In his last fight, I'd have to go back and look.
See, I don't be hip. I can't even act like I know who this guy is. I can't. I
He's
can't
been on the
really.
scene for a while. He's a young guy, man, making his way up in that 168 division, trying to make a name for himself. I like what I see from him, but and I don't know how much Trevor McCumbee is going to be a challenge for him, or us to kind of gauge him at.
You don't think McCumbee would be a challenge? Shit, he gave Caleb Plant a challenge. And Caleb Plant was
Yeah,
a vet.
and then as soon as Plant figured him out,
I mean,
he
well, yeah.
tore that man apart. My thing is when you watch that fight, that's a big. Now I don't know how much McCumbee might have worked on that in the gym. He said he's been doing work in the gym. How much he kind of worked on fixing that flaw that he has, where if he's pressure, he's not good under pressure, and he has to get that punch wind up like a wind up punch. And
Right.
So if he can't get that off, you pretty much take his entire game away from his entire arsenal away. So if Pachinko just pressures him the way Plant did, I don't see it being much of a fight.
Yeah.
I mean, McCumbee, I think, had his little 15, 2 rounds of fame with Caleb Plant, and then I don't see much. I don't see him as a threat, to be real. Maybe he proves me wrong, but I don't see him as a threat to Pachinko.
I'm trying to think who Pacheco is. Man, I remember. It seemed like I remember the name, but I can't put no face on it. Like, I seen him fight. Like,
Tall guy, tall and lanky, so he's gonna have the size. You'll like what you see from him, I think. He's a good guy at 168. to challenge some of these other guys. You also got Austin Ammo Williams back in the ring against Ivan Vasquez. Now, if I'm right, I think Vasquez is a fill-in because the original guy that Austin was supposed to be fighting got injured. So this is a guy that Ammo has fought before, or not fought before, but he sparred with this guy.
Yeah.
And so he kind of knows him. I don't see him much as of a threat, but they know each other. So this is kind of one of those, hey, helping his buddy out. You want to make some money, type
Yeah.
thing, which is cool.
Yeah. Take his L, homie. You're gonna make some money though.
Yeah. Like you ain't gonna get to the W, but you already know you're gonna lose, but getting paid. So his only loss is really to Shiraz. You know what I mean? So he and we see what Shiraz has gone on to do. So that's not a bad loss for Ammo Williams.
You be doing 105 boxers. See me? Well, not 105 boxers, but you be doing a little bit more. These guys, some of these guys got to catch my attention. Like, okay, like, I'll be like, damn, you seen him? You hip to him, bro? And it be really like, really be like that. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
They be like, oh, yeah, like, when you showed me, like, Bam Rodriguez, I'm like, oh, yeah. See, that's the motherfucker I watch. He my type of fighter. Like, he owns something.
Yeah.
But
speaking of old Bam, but on this undercard too, you got some good young fighters on there, bro. The kid out of Orlando that just went pro. What is his name? He's on there. That kid from India is on the same card too. Damn, like two really good young.
The one I said I like.
Yeah. That one yep. He's on this one. The one that you said you weren't really you weren't impressed with him like that. He's on here, and then damn, what's the dude's name out of Orlando? I can't remember. I can't believe I don't remember his name. Jones is his last name, if I'm right.
Jones.
Yeah, he's a beast, bro. Like he's young, but he's got a lot of expectations on his shoulders. Same as the kid from India. But yeah, he's not listed on here. But yeah, he's a good. I look forward to those. They'll probably be on the prelims. So like I said, that one's going to start at 7:00. So the prelims will probably start about 5:30, 6 o'clock for that. Catch those early prelims and catch those two young guys on there coming up in the sport. But yeah, Jesse Bam Rodriguez defending his titles against Cafu, who is also holding a title. So they're going to try to unify this division, bantamweight division today. What do you expect to see out of Bam or his opponent? His opponent is like out of Africa. I don't know a whole lot about him personally, but he seems to be a tough guy. Watched a couple of highlights on him. I'm like, all right, he's got some power to him. He's a nice little fighter. But I expect Bam, the way Bam moves, I kind of expect him to have the advantage on the guy with his footwork and his ability to move around the ring the way he does, and his counter ability is where I think he might catch the guy being a little over aggressive and coming in.
Bam a killer. He on a mission.
Yeah.
Dude on a mission.
Yeah.
Shakur said it though. He like that little motherfucker. I remember Shakur talking about him a minute ago.
Yeah.
But I wasn't paying him no attention. Like, yeah, that little motherfucker.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and a lot of people write him off because he's so small, in them smaller weight classes. I'm like, bro, you can't miss Bam Rodriguez, man. This kid is dynamite every time he's in the ring. And his abilities are he's not just a small guy. He's very calculated, very fast. His hand speed, his foot speed, is what Sonny Edwards said about him. You can't match his foot speed. He is, it's hard to keep up with him. And at the same time, he's throwing a lot of punches at you while you're trying to keep up with his feet and, move around the ring and catch him at the same time. And he says it's really hard to do. He wasn't able to do it himself. But like you said, it's really hard to calculate where he's going to be because he's so fast with the footwork and maneuvering around the ring like he does. Love Bam Rodriguez, man. He's probably my favorite fighter at the moment. to be real with you, I always look forward to his fights. So I will be tuned in to watch him over the Pacquiao Barrios fight for sure.
Yeah.
But thanks to the UK, we are going to get us some early fights, man.
I got a question real quick.
Yeah.
How long he been with Rob Garcia?
Has he been with him his whole career? I think he's been with Robert Garcia his whole career, if I'm right.
For real?
Yeah, I think he started out in that camp.
I wonder why he don't be training. That should be confusing, which I understand it a little bit, but I don't never see them like training like black fighters. Like I ain't never seen Rock with a black fighter in my life. Like he might have had, don't get me wrong, but I'll just be wondering like why they don't
Well,
go versatile with that shit.
He's also the trainer for Barrios, so he won't be in. His brother's going to be in Bam's corner today, and then he's going to be in Las Vegas in Barrios' corner tonight.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, because he's on Barrios' team.
So what brother? Who? Mikey gonna be in this corner?
He said it's I think Mikey's his son.
Nah, Mikey his brother.
Mikey his brother? Then it's probably
that's his little brother. Yeah, that's his little brother.
I always thought that was his son for some reason.
Nah, they daddy old as hell. He be in the gym with him though. Nah, hell nah. That's his big brother.
Okay. So yeah he's gonna be with Bam down in Texas. So yeah. I don't know, man. I agree with that. I don't really see black fighters in their camp much. I guess you could say the same thing down there at the Canelo camp. Also, you don't really see black fighters down there either. You know what I mean? All right, let's move over. The UK, like I said, is going to give us a nice little early cap. We saved this one for last because I'm not going to lie. The card overall isn't, I'll be tuned in as more having it in the background, listening to it, coming in, checking a couple of the fights. But there's no really big, your main card event. It's Lawrence O'Kelly versus Kevin Lorena. I like Lawrence a little bit, but he's not, like a major, he's not going to draw too much attention. Really, there's really nobody. I would expect that they would have had a better card than what they have for this being over in the UK, because it's going to be at Wembley Stadium over in the United Kingdom. I mean, bro, I would expect a heavyweight unification fight, undisputed heavyweight championship fight, that you would have had a better undercard ready to go, but they really don't. Kind of disappointing. So I guess we'll jump right into the main event on this one. It's going to start at 12:30 p.m. Eastern time. So I guess we'll get a lot of those early fights. So, we'll probably get the main card, I would say, around maybe 4 or 5 o'clock. So plenty of time to, have a little break before the other fights start tonight in the States. But that one is going to be brought to you by The Zone. And, of course, Alexander Usyk versus Daniel Dubois for a second fight. The first fight you watched, I did not think it was a low blow. But at the same time, I don't know, man. I didn't see much.
I don't think that was a low blow, man.
I don't think it was either. I really don't. I think it was a nice little stomach punch.
What is considered a low blow? Like, hitting in the nuts, right?
Most of the time, the refs will establish. If they see that these guys got their belt line up really high, most of the time the ref will immediately be like, okay, and let them know this is your belt line. He never did that in that fight. I didn't really care for that ref. Hopefully he's not the ref in this fight. I didn't really care for him, especially allowing Usyk all that extra time when it clearly looked like a body shot to me. Definitely didn't hit him in the nuts.
Man, listen, man, that was a fucking body shot, man. Hey,
yeah.
I'm like,
but here's my thing.
I'm like,
now for
motherfucker was saying that's a low blow. Like, quit saying that, bro. Y'all know that a low blow is in the nuts. He hit that man in the stomach,
and it wasn't nowhere near, but he was grabbing his nuts like he really got hit in the nuts.
He didn't though.
Like, I think he knew he got that body, and he wasn't going to be able to get up on a 10 count. And he was like, I need to play this off. If he thinks it's a low blow, then I'm going to play it like it's a low blow, because there's no way I'm going to make a 10 count on that body punch. But I think in that fight, Usyk took Dubai. he didn't take him serious. I think he's going to take him serious in this fight. I think you see a completely different fight than you see the last one. Possibly Usyk putting on a boxing clinic. But we'll see. Daniel, he might come in hungry. Look for that body shot again like he did.
That Daniel Dubai is shitty to me. I'm not gonna lie. No motherfuckers just be swinging. It seems like I don't be seeing no technique. Like
Yeah, he doesn't.
Usyk got technique. He know how to
Yeah,
like. It's different. Like it's levels. Like and I don't feel like he on that level. Now that body shot, yeah, everybody can throw. Anybody can throw a punch. Just boxing that it can hurt a motherfucker. But when it comes to skills, I don't feel like he got that. You get what I'm saying? Like I just feel
yeah.
like
He doesn't have a lot of IQ. I think that's where you're getting with it. His boxing IQ is not that well. I agree with that. He seems to have a standard stance, come forward, hands
yeah,
up, like he's
yeah.
not moving his head a lot. So yeah, he's. I think Usyk puts on a clinic. We'll see, but I think he wins it easily. I take Usyk in this. Who you taking?
I'm taking Usyk too.
Usyk. I didn't ask you who you were taking in that band fight. I guess I just
You know I'm going with Bam, man.
yeah. I figure that too. You're going with Bam also. Uh,
I'm going with Bam, man.
yeah. But hey, these are some nice cards going on today, guys. We wanted to get on here and get this up for you guys before these start at 12 o'clock. Try to get everything going for you guys. I don't even know what time it is right now. It might be 12 now,
It's
but
12:01.
yeah, it's
12:01.
12:01. So I got to get this thing up. Big Spade, let them know what they need to do. I know you got some stuff you got to get done today. So take us out, my guy.
Man, you already know. Like, subscribe, comment, make it stick. You know what I'm saying? Support us. Keep watching, keep listening. We going up every day. You know what I'm saying? So just stay in tune with it.
Absolutely, man. And once again, Bourbon and Boxing episode 105. We going over you guys with the big events going on this big fights going on this weekend. Thank you guys for joining us once again. Over and out, the Cowboy. And
Hey.
all right, guys, have a good one.
Yes, sir.